Alright, what it do, y'all? Motherfucking rear points with RoBs Inferno. While it burns slow, shout out to all my guys and goddesses, no high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is for real. Tap in. Feel me? Tap in. Another bop in the sun and slavery on its way out. You feel me? Remember, whatever, and you can't, let me tell y'all this, right? You can't starve a sun eater. You know? You can't starve a sun eater, y'all. Especially somebody that's the sun in the flesh. You know, I come from the black woman. You know, this might not mean anything to you now, you know, regardless of the organism you are. But if not already, you know, if you understand what I'm saying, but if it don't get, it might a little bit later. You feel me? Good time to be black, man. So proud of myself. You know, shout out to Pemdar Molak. You know what I'm saying? My fault that I'm irritating you for calling 988 and exposing all the truths to everybody that works there, down to your point that I know their voices and I know their names personally and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep doing so. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much times I'm having good conversations with them and you go in my phone and you put my phone on mute and then stop the conversation and end the call. I'ma just call back. You get what I'm saying? I'm just gonna call back. I'm on a mission. And this mission around truth, around what's inevitably happening, and here I am, here my species is, right? What we're getting back towards. This shit is way more important to me than some music, you feel me? This is past 3D, this is past materialistic, this is past any of that other stuff that don't mean anything, you know? So any of the projections involved with that, around that, I do not give a fuck. Please hear me, I don't. All I care about is making it to your next day and that Mother Nature continues shutting this shit down and fucking up this planet. That's all I care about. And that ozone layer peeling back. That's all I care about. You feel me? Because all of those things is gonna have all the problems that seem like problems that I know that aren't, right? Not being able to be so. You know? So, you know, I'm not gonna have to be a slave on my own planet just because some of my brothers and sisters aren't strong enough to break free from their system, you know, from this system. Even in as a way of, because we're all prisoners of war, even as a way of saving up their money and getting something and breaking free from it. You know, a lot of us aren't that strong yet or don't even know how to, you know? But all that's irrelevant because it's not even gonna be. You feel me? I'm looking very forward to that, you know? This ain't no disrespect to anyone that has more money than me or anything like that. I love all my species. And when it comes to us, regardless of our individual level of success, you know what I'm saying? First off, I don't like to see nobody struggling. That's first off. Let me just point that out. You feel me? I'm not, some people like to see people, most black people too, like we're not like that, you know, especially if we haven't been dumbed down, that docile, like we're not like that. We're not in, like, we're like our natural state. We're not in competition, jealousy, you know, we're like, if we're comparing anything, it's comparison for betterment of our mind, growth, you know, elevation, ascension, shit like that. You hear me? I was talking to someone on 988 about that, and I was saying, like, you know, I would never be offended off of my level of knowledge, how extensive it is. It ain't even about me talking well. It's about the energy that's hitting the planet and me connecting to that, you know, and what I got to do to connect with that, you know? So I would, whenever I see someone that has more knowledge of anything more than me on whatever, I'm thinking about how can I grow and learn from that person? Or how can we put together even more so we both organic? How can we put our thoughts together to make some shit shake even more for positivity? How can we do that? You know? That's where my mind be with shit. So I be somewhere else, you know? I'm not gonna front. But I'm sending everybody positive energy though. And this enslaved me, yo. Like, this shit was never about nothing but to make us greater, you know? To make us greater. Like I'm honored. I'm honored. You know, cause I realize how strong I am about all that was put in my way. You know? Y'all know how much times I skipped death? Man, look. It's too much time. It's so much times. Like I can't even count on one hand. You know? You know how much shootouts I've been involved in? You know what I'm saying? Or even took place around me, you know, where I could have been like hit and shit, like, you know, like that shit. I'm telling y'all, I'm just thinking about even when I was younger and I was more in an ignorant state, and a lot of this stuff and me understanding the severity about life now, how stupid I was, you know. But also just trying to live though, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was taking a lot of them chances, just trying to live. You know, most black people, when we was being bad, we wasn't trying to really be bad. It was that we was uncomfortable around some shit that we shouldn't even have had to live in. Or how, you know? So that's where a lot of that anger came from, you know? A lot of us did reincarnate back, you know? Even with our souls wiped, you know what I'm saying? Our memory wiped. It was still a little bit of remembering there, you know? Yeah, I say this all the time, and I connected this because of what I know now and really what's up. Like I remember, like I'm telling y'all know I'm 34 years old on a Gregorian calendar, say, right? But my soul timeless. But y'all remember Children's World? Y'all remember the Children's World? Back in the day, I don't even know if they still got them up. But I got kicked out of every Children's World. I got kicked out. I remember the day I got kicked out too. I remember, y'all remember that Michael Jackson? Y'all remember how he used to have the videos and used to have all his music videos on one tape and shit like that? And it was like all together and shit? I remember, it was right after the video where Michael Jackson, let me put my brightness up a little bit. It was right after the video where Yo transformed. Y'all remember where he be transforming and shit? It was the Smooth Criminal. It was the Smooth Criminal, yo. You remember when like, he was like the robot? And then he got like all bigger. And then he put out the machine gun. He was like, he started airing everybody out and shit. Right? Yeah, like it was around that time. They gave me the lure goldfish. And then when she was giving me the goldfish, I asked her, I said, why are your veins blue and my veins green? Like, what's going on with that? You feel me? And I didn't notice anything else but that. And I said to myself, what the fuck is going on with that? You know? See, one thing that black people always got to remember is validation and stuff through people and stuff, right? We never needed that because we was always one. So we validated ourselves. You feel me? Don't get this shit fucked up and have you thinking like them. That's why with me, like I'm gonna make these videos whenever I feel, regardless. It ain't about how much people are tuning in when I'm sharing the information or to watch it all together. It's about it reaching who it needs to reach. I don't give a fuck if that was 3 people. You know what I mean? Like that's my energy. And what I said prior to that, again, Mother Nature's always listening. You know, I'm one with that sun. You know, so I'm already being validated. I'm always being watched. You know how I move on the planet just because of the species I'm connected to, you know? So don't ever feel like I'm saying this towards people out there that might be trying to build their channels up or share information that they learn and they feel like maybe like they're not reaching a certain amount of people or anything like that. Don't ever feel like that, you know? Don't ever feel like that because you are who you are for a reason. You got those genetics for a reason. You feel me? That shit is more powerful than anything in which this monetary system could give you. You feel me? Don't get that shit fucked up. So I love y'all, man. We almost home. I'm on this little sunbot. And then I'm only talking to y'all a little bit right now because in a little bit I'm about to have a music session and shit. And as soon as I have my music session, it's straight lock mode. I don't got time for anything else. As soon as I get into that mode. And I'm about to get into that mode. So Charles Hampson, driving, drifting, what it is, man. My fault, y'all. You know I can't put the phone down for a moment without them messing with it. I'm the most messed with. You feel me? Don't matter what phone I get. You know the radiation affecting all technology and stuff like that. But even with that being said, they've been messing with my shit. I'm telling all black people, that's like a confirmation for me to tell y'all. Like all black people, I'm gonna be honest with you, stay completely unaware. I'm not unaware, stay completely unfocused on all the bullshit.